Y'all got a film to feed, so let's get into this tea. We about to get into how I got addicted to crack. Wow! That's what she say.
Okay, so a lot of y'all don't really know my story, and I'm really not about to go into it. But let me tell you how I got addicted to crack.
That's
okay.
Crazy.
When you say it out loud, it really sounds so ridiculous.
Man.
Like, looking back. And mind you, I am like a couple 100 days clean. I'm like 6-7 months. So let me not jinx myself.
Yeah, girl, you was shut your ass. It ain't that funny.
Would, but I think that part of my life is over. So
think is where I really have an issue. Think.
I know these people got these long ass story times. I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna get straight to the stem. Okay. Back in the day, way back in the day, back like where 80s had the good crack. Back in the day.
Good crack.
I was doing dope. Okay. I'm not gonna tell you how I did that. I'm not gonna tell you. I just had a friend that had a friend that had a friend, and after a while, I was like, let me try it. And then after trying it, the size of my pinky for like 3 days, I was dope sick. Can I say anyway?
You still act like a crackhead, friend. I am not even being funny, but. So I was talking the other day about the lady that had me, y'all, because the lady that had me at one point was doing crack as well. And apparently when I speak about her, I sound very much so bitter, which I'm not trying to, because I have forgiven myself for trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, make amends with her and stuff like that. But it has been brought to my attention that I need to forgive her because I'm sounding bitter, basically. So I'm going to just say that I forgive her because honestly, crack is whack. And maybe the life chose her. She ain't choose the life. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of got to, understand that crack just kind of took over. It's an epidemic. And quite honestly, she still act like a crackhead as well, the lady that had me, and I don't have anything nice to say about the lady except the fact, because what I need to include, that she did have me. You had a player, you had a ambitious young woman. So I appreciate her for having me, okay? But however, she do act just like this. Everything's so fast and so, yeah. So it's like, this friend still act like a crackhead. We just gonna keep
dope sick. So then I decided that I wasn't about to buy my own packs. I was just gonna go down to the city to Baltimore and get a gram. Okay? Then I thought I was gonna become the plug, but I was never the plug. I was the outlet. It seemed. I don't know. Long story short, selling drugs is not for me. Okay? Because it be doing me in, friend. They be doing.
to do her in. Okay.
Okay. But I will state for the fact that, let me put it in my own defense, I am the cutest crackhead that you ever will see.
Anybody want to get their mans? Who mans is this? The cutest crackhead?
Okay. Yes. Some days I look like Nunu, and some days I look like Felicia. But both days I got that bag. Okay. Okay.
The dope bag or the money bag? Wow. Which one?
And
because a bag is a bag for you. A bag is a bag for you. plastic baggage, aluminum foil, grocery baggage, whatever baggage they have nowadays.
Crack. Can I say? I don't know. This probably about to get. I don't suck the crack. I don't know. This probably about to get bleeped the file, but I don't suck the crack. Okay, my mouth. All my mouth do is talk. Take hits. Okay, my mouth too dry. Ain't got time for that. But I got a friend for you. Okay, I got some friends. I love my whole friends. Shout out to my whole friends that save me all the time. Cause I used to have them selling both cracks. Okay, the real crack in the butt crack. Go friends, go friends. Anyway, damn, I loved my life. But really, I hated it, for real. Like, I don't wish that's my worst enemy. I really don't wish dope. Heroin, I do not wish that on my worst for me. Crack is just, ooh, baby, just strap in for the ride because it's never enough. One's too many and 1,000's never enough. And I learned that at AA. But anyway, let me get back to when I was a crackhead. So, since that was just so far long ago. Anyway, so back to I was selling the dope, I thought I was El Chapo Jr. And one day, me and my friend, I'm not gonna put no names out there because my friend, you know who he is. Well, one day we was waiting on a plug, so we pulled up on a plug and the plug wasn't ready for us. Okay, so we sitting in the car, but we're sick at this time. We is sick. And if anybody's ever been dope sick, like sweating, throwing up, like it got down to the point that like me and my friends, we were sharing packs for packs. Like I even had to pull out the rig for this one because I had to do a little bumpy bump just to keep myself well on the way to Baltimore. I'm speeding through an 80 and a 60 ticket because I ain't had no dope in a minute. So yeah, anyway. So we down there, we waiting on the plug. Well, the plug is waiting on his plug. Now that I look back, like nigga, you wasn't the plug. Anyway, so we sitting in the car and he like, yeah, it's only gonna be a second. He gonna give us some scramble. Has anybody ever heard of scramble? It is not eggs. It's not eggs, okay? Scramble is like a mixture of whatever the bottom of the bag. Let me just say that. So it was just enough dope to keep us well. I swear to God, I bust open this capsule. It had dope in it. It had pieces of weed in it. And I swear I would never forget this. I would never forget it. It even had a piece of hair in it. But you know what? I did it anyway. Okay?
I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it because I'm a gremlin. That's what came to my mind. And the way her mouth twisting and turning in her body as well at the same damn time. You sure you off that friend? I mean, she like, yeah, Going on.
Anyway, yeah. So, and that wasn't enough. Person still not here, so we getting fidgety in the back. Like, and I should have known this because I got a pocket full of dust, boy. Like, he was just trying to keep us around. Anyway, pocket full of dust. Looking back, like I'm not proud of it, but I don't regret it. Okay, everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson.
Somebody said, was this a testimony or a product review? Wow! Oh my God. Oh. For real.
Anyway, so as I'm doing this piece of hair follicle and whatever dust is in this capsule to keep myself well till my sack arrives. He like, the only thing else I got in my pocket right now, he was like, I got some hard. And I'm like, I'm thinking this nigga talking about dick, because they always talking about something. I got something for you, man. Yeah, whatever. So I'm like, I don't want none of that. Yeah. But he like, no, nah, it's some hard, it's some coke. Because I personally back then I used to snort coke, but then I started shooting coke because once I put the dope in the rig, just throw it in a bag. Everything went in there. When in doubt, I shot it out. I'm a shooter, but I'm not talking about with my gun. Okay. Anyway, so.
Yo, what? What is a rig?
So, and disclaimer, don't share needles on everybody because nowadays the streets is sick. Okay, so my baby daddy called and interrupted the end of my thing. So I was wondering what happened to that last part of my crack chronicles. So anyway, let me wonder what. Okay, so just needles on everybody because nowadays the streets is sick. Okay, so my.
Who the hell is this woman? Who is this new lady? What the? What is going on? Who is this? Man.
Baby daddy called and interrupted the end of my thing. So I was wondering what happened to that last part of my crack chronicles. So anyway, let me try to pick up where I left off. So moral of the story is he sent me in the store for a brown bag special.
How old is the kid? Is the kid a crack baby? I feel like especially if he was born in the 80s. Clearly I was a crack baby. I mean, but I'm just saying. Was the baby one too? I don't.
So I go in there and Ling Ling like, what you want? How can I help you? I'm not being racist, just really what she said. And I was like, he sent me in here for a brown bag special. Me trying to be all incognito. So she like, oh, I got you, girl. So she pulls out the brown bag special. She like, you need this too? You need this too? And she pulls out the pot scrubber. And I'm like, I'm not finna do no dishes, but I guess. And so this lady pulled out Newport Honey Box. She like, I put these in here for you. I put these in here. Breezy. And she's really trying to be sneaky about it. But not really, but kinda. So I'm like, okay. And lo and behold, she got the glass roses. Now, mind you, now looking back, them ain't nothing but some stems. Okay, they're nothing but a good old-fashioned crack pipe. I don't know why they have those little decorative roses in there. Like, nobody uses those roses. I guess.
Nah, Stone, some people can definitely function and take that narcotic. For sure. It's just she's so all over the place. And maybe she was like that before she even got on them.
Just the way to sell them in the store without getting in trouble. I don't know. But thinking about it, I seen a couple of them at my auntie house growing up.
Somebody said 6 months or hours.
Yeah, like she was collecting them. She had boxes on boxes on boxes.
Oh my God.
But anyway.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Like, the less you know, the better, I guess. So she puts it all in there and I go back. I go back and I'm like, secure the bag. Here I am skipping. Not knowing I'm about to be. Yeah, that part. And so, yes, now I have the brown bag special. And I have all the kit. The kit. Lo and behold, this will become like my Dora's backpack. You know how Dora and Backpack was besties for all her adventures? Yeah. That brown bag special was my bestie for like the next 10 years. Like, I ain't going nowhere without it. And for my friends that somehow had a missing pot scrubber after I came over, y'all wasn't doing dishes anyway. But I may or may not have taken some because I had needs. Okay? And I was a fiend. I was a fine fiend, but I was a fiend nonetheless. And so I had to do what I had to do because, baby, ain't nothing gonna stop me from smoking. And so,
you see, she just told on herself. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from smoking. Girl, every time she see a pot scrubber, she probably, I'm gonna stop.
That was the roses. It was the Troy, whatever you want to call it, and was the good OG crack lighter. You know, the color lighters that are like kind of see through. You could pop the top off and the flame go real high. Like, yeah, that part. Okay, so.
Okay. What was that? Where's part 2? Okay.
All right, I don't even know where I'm at. This is like part 3.
Huh? How did we get the part? I hate when we can't find part. Oh, here you
go. Okay, so part 2 of why did I become a crackhead? That's why friends. Why? Like, all these things I could have did in life, and I decided to become a crackhead. Not some of my finest moments.
She's the pie scrubber to scrub the bowl.
Moments, nevertheless, you know. I was out there. I had a ball. Like, I got some stories I'd never tell them. Maybe. But I got some stories because when you be around and do crack, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Like, my do crack will do anything. I'm trying to tell you. And I have disclaimer. Let me put the disclaimer. The first 10 minutes of somebody getting high on crack and the last 10 minutes of somebody getting high on crack will show you the exact person that they is. Let me try to tell you. Because the first 10 minutes is how they're going to be. But the last 10 minutes will show you exactly what they'll do for that. Because when you realize you ain't got no more crack, your mind gets to scheming. And that's when people's true demons be coming out. Like, I done see some shit. Anyway, but that's not the point. Just don't do crack, friends. Just don't do crack. So, I'm back to the car with my little brown bag special looking like a kid on the way to lunch. I don't know. No. So, I'm feeling a little bit better.
I just seen that picture,
but I don't know what this dude's doing. So, he is fixing everything up, whatever the fuck it is. Now I know. Back in the day, and I could do this in 2.5 seconds because don't play with me. But he was burning the toy, putting it in there, putting a stem. Like, what I'm trying to say, that bag had crack pipe in it. Can I say crack pipe on here? Whatever, it had a in there. And it had the toy, it had the original OG crack lighters. You know, the ones that see-through color ones, you pop it off the top and the flame go all the way. You know what I mean? Sometimes I burn my nose hairs, almost burn my eyebrows off. Thinking that I even put 2 lighters. When I'm trying to tell you I was a demon, like, yeah. But anyway, so back to the crack. So anyway, I'm sitting in there in the back seat, just looking. At one point in time in my life, when I would be sitting in the back seat, my mouth would be watering because I'd be ready to get high. But even though it lasts 2.5 seconds, like, it's such a waste of money. It's such a waste of money. If I think about all the money that I spent on crack, I ain't even gonna mention it because my baby dad would put me to vote. Like, I really should not be in this apartment right now. Like, seriously. I don't know, crack is whack. Like Whitney says, crack is whack.
And Whitney said this on this day. I don't do crack. Crack is whack. Do you hear me? With that smile on her face, though.
Anyway. So, I'm sitting there back, So, he put the little crack rock on there. Mind you, I'm still not processing that this is a crack rock. Okay, and that at this point in time, my whole life was finna change. So, anyway, he passed it to my friend. Of course, I'm gonna put my friend out there first. Shout out to my bitch. Because she always take one for the team. I'm trying to tell you, that's my dog, that's my dog, that's my dog. Anyway, so, my big titty friend, I'm pretty sure she hit it on first, right? And handed it to me, but she OG, so it don't matter what the she hit. She gonna act like that phaser, like, no, damn well her joke was probably like,
You see this? I don't know how I got here, but go on. You got out while you still got your teeth, your beauty and your youth, sis, ain't got good. This feels more like a product review. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Oh my God.
Yo, bro. But anyway, so. No bullshit. All right, so. Anyway, my friend then she like. Now I'm thinking about it like, damn, I should have been like, this smells so great. But anyway, so. She like, I'm all right. I noticed that she didn't die. Like, nothing's wrong with her. Like, she's not automatically running around itching, feeling. Because most people insinuate that if you smoke crack, you gonna suck the steel. And I told a lot of people that I turned on, mind you, and it's the worst thing I could ever do in my life. And I do know that I'm a very person for this. I used to turn people on to crack to benefit me. You know, like, I'll give them a hit, turn them on, just so I know, because I can spend their bread or I can make them do what I wanted to do. And at the end of the day, that shit ruins people's life. So if I ever did that to you, I would like to apologize because... Okay. So, anyway, so I realized she didn't start sucking in. She didn't start stealing nothing. So I'm like, oh, my dog all right. So, what's up? Let me get some. So I'm in the back looking like Pipehead Polly. Probably. You like this. You know, looking dumb. But anyway, so my baby, I hit it. And I can't really remember. Because I didn't smoke so much crack. So, whatever. I can't really remember my first hit. But I do know that I used to shoot coke, so shooting coke's like the rush of that, like feeling the gas in your face. And I'm sorry if I'm triggering anybody, because anybody in addiction knows, like, just to change, your whole body changes. So with the crack, I do remember feeling like high, but I just realized it wasn't that long. But I didn't realize that is the point. Like, that is why crack is so stupid. It's because, like, it hits you hard, it hits you fast, and that's just gone. And there's never enough, bro. There's never enough. Like, my dumbass would try to buy 50-50s instead of buying a ball or a half or a quarter or an ounce. Knowing damn well, like, I probably touched that shit in a day or two. But I'd rather spend... We not talking about it no more. Anyway, I've been pandemic checks up. Stop playing with me. Like, little, do my baby daddy know that I was getting a lot more than he thought I was. And that's going from Wednesday to Wednesday.
Pandemic. Now, I know she said she been clean 6-7 months. But I'm going to let y'all know. This baby going to have a relapse. This baby gonna have a relapse. Yeah, I hate it.
But once again, not my finest points in life. But you can't do that now. No more, baby daddy. It's gone. It's gone. In case you ever see this, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. I gave him some money now that I'm clean. So whatever. Whoop-de-doo. How about that? So the chase. I didn't feel the chase. Like, I wasn't like, oh my God, let me get another hit of crack. Because once again, when you say it out loud, it sounds dumb as fuck. I wasn't like, I need some more crack. But at some point in my life, I was, for real. I used to have these things I call crack attacks. Like, don't play with me. Don't. That was not something to play with. Okay, if I was having a crack attack, get the fuck. Because I'm not playing. Run me my like, I used to be evil. Evil. So, no, mind you, I never did rob my mama. Everybody else is free game now. For real. Because crack, I lost so many friends over crack, like, they're more than any, even with, but it's just crazy because
I wouldn't be able to have a crackhead as a friend. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't. Because I know you're gonna steal from me.
It was crack. Like, I really didn't want to argue or lose my friends over crack. Like, just saying that is so whack. Like, really, if you ask me if I got it, yo, I'm busting down crumb for crumb. Like, we will share a push if we got to. Like, it's whatever. But used to do me dirty, bro. Do me dirty. Like, if I put a little crumb right here, and it's me and you in here, and my crumb gone, who the fuck did? Casper? Like, and you over there like this, was me? Like, get the fit here. I'm trying to tell you, baby, shicey.
Why would you just leave your crack out?
But, anyway, I didn't feel no chase. And so I thought everything was good. Mind you, so we went about our day. Everything worked out. So eventually, we started on our little trips back and forth. Because mind you, I'm still addicted to dope at this time. On our little trips back and forth, we realized it was a lot easier to buy a little bit of crack. Because I didn't want to carry around needles and shit on the trip. Like, that's more paraphernalia. Like, we get pulled. Like, where am I going to put that? So, we just going to get some crack. All right. Lord, I'm still trying to adjust to this. But, we decided we would get some hard on the way back so that we would stay up, because it was like a 2.5 hour drive to re-up every time we was doing it. And at some point in time, we was going like every day, a couple times. Never mind. Allegedly, we was going like every day, All right. So, we would get high because we had to get well. And so we do the dope. And so, of course, instead of us nodding out on the way back, we like how we gonna stay up. So we hit the joint on the way back. So then we started smoking crack on the way back. And everybody was like, y'all dumb burger crack. And we was like, shit, we don't get Like, shout out to my big real. I really hope you do see this one day, because shout out to you. I remember one time me and my bitch coming back down from the way. It's in the middle of the snow. When I'm trying to tell you, this was in my full blown. No, I wasn't full blown yet. I was still a baby crackhead. This is when I was trying to be cute, and I was like, can I get a little test there? Like, I was acting like I was getting crack for somebody else, but really it was me. But So let me make another one. Now, let me just tell y'all about what this bitch did. So one time we went down there and it was in the middle of the snow. Like what I'm trying to tell you, it's a snowstorm. But when it comes down to dope, don't play with me because I'm not finna be sick. So we drove all the way down there and we in this bucket. But it don't matter, yo. So we make it down, we coming back, right? Allegedly. And I'm telling her, slow the down because it's snowing outside. This bitch, I don't even know what she did. I don't know what she did, but somehow we ended up hitting a guardrail and we lost the whole tire. How the tire pop off the car? When I say ride till the wheels fall off, we did. And we didn't give a like. We called another ride and was like, "Yo, we got something. If you come get us, da da da." Like, but it's just crazy. And I'm like, we better push this joint to Virginia because I'm not about to get stopped in Maryland with yada yada yada. And so we did. We made sure we was in Virginia. Like when I say we was riding on rims, my name. But anyway, we made it.
Whoever heard, please don't see this. Y'all don't need to be friends.
All right.
Yo, super sober stories. I need part 3.
All right, I don't even know where I'm at. This is like part 3, and I really did not mean to get into it like this. I was just trying to tell y'all how I became a crackhead. So anyway, we rode till the wheels fell off, like it ever. So at this point in time, we just getting whatever for whatever because I need to make sure I'm censoring myself because this should be suspect. So it's just to keep us up on the way home. At that point in time is when I started getting in trouble. So one time we got popped on the way back. We ended up. Anyway, so we made it out. Woo! Like the jail station. Let me just tell you that because how was I getting? I wasn't about to be sick. Let's just say I wasn't about to be sick outside or inside jail. Anyway, so that was the first time we got hit. So since we got hit, then.
So it sounds like she was doing a lot of this to not feel sick.
We started getting in a pre-trial, so we had to get clean because when I said we was on the dope bad, we was on the dope bad. So, like, we try and get clean. Like, that's just for the birds. Like, I know for a fact, I only got clean when I got booked. Like, at one point in time, I didn't get no bonds no more. And, like, I remember calling. Okay, so let me try to wrap this up where.
I'm part 1, you end up with this on, but part 2, you had on the same thing for part 1, now part 3.
I can hurry the fuck up because I'm over it. So when I got locked up for the last time with no bonds, I got to call my dad and rest in peace to that sweet man's soul, and tell him that I don't have a bond this time, but at least I can get clean. Because I was struggling so hard. Like, I really did try. At one point in time, we thought that we could shoot back down and still piss clean. But, at this point, we was doing anything. I really think that we was just doing anything. Like, we didn't really know. Like, we just so happened to get thrown into the game real fast. And we just ran with it out the gates. And so, my dad was like, get clean. What are you talking about? And so I didn't tell him I was on dope, but I was just like, get clean, because he really had no idea. So yeah, when we got in trouble and it was in the newspaper, like, people treated my dad like they were like, oh my god, you were the worst parent ever, da 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 da. Like, they got bad home training, like, these kids is pieces of shit. Because when we all got in trouble, we was young, and literally my dad had no idea. And so that's the part, because people just hear something and run with it. Like, when I say I was doing whatever I was doing, my dad had no idea. He had no idea. Like, I had people pulling up, and as long as they brought him a pack of cigarettes and some soda, like, that's all he thought they was doing, was dropping that off. He had no idea. So yeah, I did what I did, and the people is right. Like, I was definitely poisoning the community. So, and I 100% agree with me going to jail, because I was doing shit that was killing people. You know, like, I was bringing that to people, and they could be dying. So, like, it is my fault. So I definitely get that. But my dad had no idea. He had me in church classes. I was in ballet. Like, I was in soccer. Like, you look at me and my background at that point in time, you would have never ever thought that I had my hands in some heroin. So for my dad to go through all that, it was up. So just so you know, y'all people stop, and I still run that fade to everybody that says something about my daddy. Anybody that says something about my daddy can catch these hands, especially now that he's gone. Play with me if you want to, but that's beside the point. Let me not get on here threatening people, because I have tried to change my life.
Have you?
So I remember being in jail, and it was the first time I was ever dope sick, because I had it all the time. Like, so I never had, I mean, being sick on the way down there was like a little couple minutes, something like that. But actually being sick and like getting clean, detoxing, never did it. Never, ever. Until I was locked up and I didn't get back out. I think I was locked up for like 9 months straight that time. And that was my first time in jail. And so, like, when I say I was in there skinny as my drawers were swinging in the wind, like, I could part my legs and swing my drawers in the middle. That's how skinny I was. Like, 00 ain't have me. I don't know. I was just nothing but skin and bones between the dope and the crack. And so I spent 3 days in the medical cell. Mind you, RSW. Like, people be dying up in there. Like, one of my friends just died up in there. Like, y'all don't be doing shit. Like, where is NBC, CNN, with ABC when we need it? Because y'all need to watch out for that jail. That jail is some dumb shit. Like, they left me back there for like 3 days. When I say they barely checked on me, I remember at one point in time, I was throwing up at the same time.
Ooh.
Like, how was it coming out both holes? I don't know, but they did. And I remember drinking a milk bag and eating some peaches. And when I threw up, the milk was curdled. It came out like cottage cheese. Like, what the and so I'm thinking that Jeffrey the butler was coming by to clean it up, because I literally puked in the whole sick cell. And it was everywhere. That stank, but really, I just want to go back to sleep. My legs was running a marathon. Like, it was awful. And Jeffrey the butler never came. But what the fuck got trustees for? They literally left me in there with my puke all on the floor for days. Like, so, RSW, you're not. And I'm never paying for that tablet that's broke. Y'all can. Yeah. And so after that, I promised myself I was never, ever, 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 ever going to get high on dope again, because I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy. Dope is the devil, for real. And so I never did. I've been clean ever since. But mind you, I did hit a piece of crack one time and died.
I didn't expect all of this. I didn't.
Like, how that happens, I have no idea, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I literally hit it one time, and I woke up and the ambulance was around me, and the people was like, man, we just had a Narcan you. And I'm waking up like, Narcan? What are you talking about? Because I've been clean for like 7 years at that point. They was like, yeah, man, we Narcaned you. And I was in my head, I'm like, well, Narcan me off crack, da.
So she had a relapse 7 years later.
Yeah, that's crazy. And my plug didn't even know that it had it in there. Because I was like, don't you give me a snitch bag? Like, put mine in the dirt. Like, one hit. Now, my other friend, she was all right when she hit the shit, because she was dibbling dabbling in both worlds. But me, I was a coke connoisseur at that time. Okay? That's a fancy word for crackhead. In case you didn't know. You know, there's levels to this way. But, yeah, so she didn't die, and I did. And thank God she was there, because everybody else ran. And, a couple people stuck around, and they called the ambulance, and I woke up soaking wet with Narcan in my body. And so, like, it's up in the head, because how did I just die in this trailer in West Virginia that nobody knows? And they definitely would have thought that I OD'd off heroin, and everybody would have thought I was back on that shit. But left my kids, like, my obituary would have been. So, I'm glad, thank you, Jesus, that I'm still here, because I had some angels looking out for me. And I will always love this girl, because she literally did save my life. I like, my plug didn't even know that was in a, like, what? And he had thrown me something. So next thing you know, imagine how many bodies I would have had under my belt, because I'm the queen of, like, Oprah giving out crack for everybody. Here, a hit for you, a hit for you. Like, what? I'll be under the jail with that bag. So, story for another time. But other than that, I've never, ever touched the dope ever since. So when I got out, I was stuck on, I'm not going back to that. And I just ran with the cocaine. And getting good powder around yonder where I'm at is few and far between. You're really getting a batch of meth mixture, okay? And you really can't tell the difference except for the burn. And so I wasn't really for that. And so I just started smoking crack. I was like, whatever, I'm just going to hit the stem. I'm already used to it. So, and it was down. It was gone. It was up from there. Okay, it wasn't up, it was all downhill from there. But to the races I went, and I have been a crackhead ever since. Coke connoisseur. Okay, Coke connoisseur. But yes, it sucked. It really did suck. And I'm just now getting my shit together. Just because I don't want to do that no more. The life sucks. Like, you're always exhausted. You're always tired. Like, it's never enough. So you're always trying to figure out where to go, where from here. And I was always like, let me try to do something to benefit my family. So I'm constantly trying to, like, come up off the... And I never came up. Like, every now and then I did. But I had such a bad habit that if I didn't send my money, boom, straight to my baby daddy for my kids, like, I always had this, is it worth it? Let me flip it and reverse the type and try to become a millionaire off these crumbs. And it just never happened. It never happened. I mean, I had a pack of Pampers every now and then, and I was always like, I'm not coming home tucking my tail. Like, I'm coming home with something for my family, so it don't look like I was just running these streets for the past 18 years. And it didn't. So I'm in recovery court now, and that's what's helped me, dead ass. Like, recovery court, I don't know if y'all ever heard of court. It's like the last straw. Okay, and if I got way more time over my head than if I would have sat my little dumb ass in jail. But I've always gotten out of jail and repeated the same process. Like, I be playing with probation, and it's only a matter of time before I'm back to the crib. And so, this time I was like, let me do something different, and I started the program. And the program's so strict that if you want to, like, so that's not an option for me. And so, thank God, by the grace of God, and my dad being my guardian angel, I am still clean to this day. And I just don't fire up the fountain, so I won't around and get smoked. Or fire and get smoked. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and some more of the story is crack is wiggity, wiggity, whack. It sucks, don't do it. And anyway, life's great, still good, still eating cake, wishing that I would. I got my foot up on their neck, as it should. That's it.
One of the happiest crackheads I've ever seen in my life, y'all. One of the happiest crackheads I have ever seen in my life. What do you, woman wanted to chat, what do you say, to something like that? I am happy that she is very much so aware of what is going on. She is accountable as hell. And she just keeping it real with herself. And now it's like, listen, bro, several things that have happened to me. It's almost like it was a good ride. You know what I'm saying? It was a good ride, but now she's straight, And I can respect that. It was kind of crazy, but yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. She got something else with Crack Chronicles on here. What is this?
All right, since y'all love my story time so much, let me tell y'all about the one time that me getting high ended me up in the mic ward. Okay?
Okay, we're going to come back to that. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'm done with this video. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hell yeah.